What's up, y'all? Thank you for tuning into Sim's Vessel, where valiant, eclectic Samaritans share everyday lessons. It's your girl, Sim. Thank y'all so much for tuning into my podcast, where we will speak the truth, never hide but heal, and keep that shit all the way real. Let's face it, life does not come with a manual, so we go through life making dumbass decisions, constantly battling with who we are now versus who the hell we want to be, and no damn roadmap on how we plan to get there. We're just lost, trying to figure it out the best way we know how. And on top of that, we let our pride and ego stop us from asking for help. Let's break these generational curses, y'all, together and level up. We are only going to get one shot at life. We do not have fucking time to waste, okay? Let's get it. Welcome to the 10th episode, y'all. Today we are going to be talking about finding your balance. Okay, let's get into it. Let me start by saying this. If you are setting out to have a tunnel vision on your goals, then your ass must have balance to achieve these goals. Either create or modify your plan and follow through with it. Because if you don't have a damn plan already in place, you're gambling with your success. That's not to say that you will not or cannot be successful without a plan, but your journey will not be the fuck smooth sailing as you would like for it to be because you're going into it blind. So I'm going to give you 3 buckets, 3 categories to really try to check and gauge where you are in your balance and if your ass needs to do some amendment. Number 1, ego versus your purpose. This is very, very fucking crucial when you're trying to find your balance or create a balance that you are now willing to share with other people on how not to motherfucking try you and the direction that you're going in your life. So ego versus your purpose means don't stay comfortable in the comfort of old habits. Our brains / our ego uses control as a safety net to protect us from the things that it don't fucking know or understand. But don't allow it to stop you or interfere with your plan and purpose and live rent free in your motherfucking mind. Because I told y'all before, you can talk your mind into anything. So make sure you're feeding it with the things that it needs to flourish and shift your mindset so that it aligns with the goals that you're trying to reach. Number 2, you have to find a good balance in between a great day or an off day, because I told y'all asses before, I no longer believe in bad days because you have the ability to change it. Your thoughts can literally create your reality. Let that off moment coast the fuck by and don't give it more face time than it deserves or worth. Number 3, stop living in the fucking past, y'all. We have to all stop living in the goddamn past. You have to live up to your truth and commitment to your path and your journey. Emphasis on your, because it's yours. What works for me may not work for you, and vice versa. So you have to make sure that the plan that you're putting in place for your balance relates to you. And only you. Because when you clear up any of those emotions that's tied to regret, disappointment, and judgment of others and yourself, it gets you motivated. So don't overthink it. And don't talk yourself out of greatness and something different because it's unfamiliar. Ultimately, when you're dealing with balance, you're working towards a goal in all areas of your life. And it may not be at the same time. It may be at different stages of your life, but it's cool. Sometimes life will fucking slap the hell out of you and they want to throw every goddamn thing. The universe want to throw everything to you at the same fucking time. That's pretty much my story. Like, I think because I'm able to hold a lot of light and energy, when I tell you I have to really like go and be still, there's no choice. I won't be able to function as what we see as a normal human being if I don't go sit down somewhere and get still and get clear on the next phase, the next stage, and the next journey of my life. I told y'all it's a lifestyle and I'm taking this shit serious. But when you work towards that balance, make sure that it's something you're absolutely satisfied with. And not just satisfied with for the current state of your life, but even if you're content now with it, the more you evolve, the more you will shift into what your soul has called you to do and who your soul has called you to be. And so we're on the same damn page. I'm checking in. I got to make sure we all have the same understanding of what finding your balance means. When you have a true balance in your life, you stop giving a fuck about what others think. You stop saying yes all the goddamn time and you start honoring a strong motherfucking no when you're booked to capacity. And you have that right. You stop concerning yourself with things no longer serving you. You stop sleeping on yourself and your gifts. You start living instead of just breathing. You start accepting all the parts of you that can no longer come with your ass in the next chapter. And you begin exploring, learning, and entertaining new hobbies and interests. You stop treating yourself poorly and adopt necessary self-care and maintenance. You stop falling apart every time something doesn't go your way because you're already thinking of a new direction so this shit can take off. You have no issues to entertain. It's not to say it's going to stop those thoughts. It's not to say it's going to stop some of your bad and old habits. But what I'm saying to you, you won't think a second thought. It won't mean as much as it did before. Before you would have a whole goddamn conniption. Now it's going to be like, all right, I got a plan. I got a backup plan. And even if you don't have one already in your pocket, it won't take you long to create because you will already know what's working for you and what's not. So you have to make sure you're taking this shit serious and speak up for that little girl or that little boy that dealt with trauma and those adversities from negative and dense ass fucking energy and any mind control our guardians gave us. And I'm not talking about bad mind control because like I said, they did the best with what the fuck they had and what they knew. And so you can't be stuck at that place anymore. But it doesn't mean you're an able adult. You have to continue on. No, you don't. Time to start doing some new shit, learning some new shit, breaking these damn generational curses and going for that life that maybe our guardians, our ancestors, and our bloodline didn't even think was possible. But it is. If you're going to continue being upset with their asses, you might as well turn the fuck around and be upset with yourself. If you are voluntarily practicing what the fuck they taught you, you have a choice now. And you can't blame these people anymore. You can't even blame your old self anymore. Forgive all that shit. Take ownership and determine the balance you need to feel whole so that you can feel your best. You can feel your worth and you can surrender to the path because it no longer serves you and it no longer has an effect. The last episode on free will, I asked you guys, who are you? I asked this in the previous episode. I specifically asked who you are because so many of us associate the tasks that we perform and how we show up for others as an indication of who we are. If you feel like that, then that's the wrong shit. And I used to think that as well. I used to feel like, because I'm here, I'm giving, I'm going to do this for this person, I'm going to do that, I'm squeezing in time, that, I was being dependable. I was showing up. No, and then inside I'm dead. Inside my tank is dry. Dry the fuck up. There ain't nothing left in there but dust. So no, you can't. You're going to have to do some things differently if you want to find that balance. And so you're going to have to start adopting that, no, I'm busy. Or no, can't do it right now. Or no, catch me next time. Like you're going to have to get very, very comfortable with making sure you optimize all of your time. And it's okay to optimize all of your time first for you and the things that you want to accomplish, the things that you want to do. And then you can help everybody out and give from your overflow. Because right now, you don't have nothing to give because you're trying to figure out what the hell your balance is. And let me ask you this. How many times have your ass just go, 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 go? You didn't fucking stop. And then next thing you know, you start having some physical pains and shit on your arms, your back, your legs, all over your goddamn body. You start having pain and you don't even know where it came from. And it's crazy because, I told you I do daily research. I don't even know where the hell I seen this, but it's something that really stuck to me when they gave me an acronym for pain. and it said, pay attention inwardly now. A lot of times, I told you, energy gets trapped. And sometimes when you're giving up all that energy and giving out all that energy that's not yours, you don't have any fucking thing left. So you giving off borrowed fucking energy. Sometimes that shit show up in physical symptoms. And when I see that happening, hell no. I start to look, okay, what do I need to change? What do I need to now stop fucking doing and start damn doing? Because something ain't right. I'm not feeling my best. I'm not feeling right. And it's just because you're exhausted. How many times are you going to run your damn body into a fucking wall? Okay? So know who you are. Know who you are. Know what you can manage. Know what you have to say no to. Know what exactly you are working towards. Because if you don't, you have no business giving out energy that you need for yourself to figure things out to other people. I'm not saying you cannot help them. What I am saying is that you can't help those before you help yourself. And if you're not clear on that, because I wasn't clear on that for a long fucking time at all. I was doing a lot of things for other people, thinking I was doing it for them, but really you're doing it for yourself. You're really doing it for yourself. Because you're so afraid of letting somebody else down. You're so afraid of saying, no, I'm sorry, I don't have the time or I don't have the capacity to do that. Why do you feel guilty? And if you are feeling guilty, start asking yourself why. I started asking myself why, and I was able to, really trace that shit back to my childhood. And let me tell you why. Me as a person, as a spiritual being, I believe in the universal law of cause and effect. I speak my plans in existence, without giving every single detail out, because that's how I believe in myself, my plan, and my blessings. It also holds me accountable when I tell other people that I'm going to do something. Because, and I'm not saying do something for them, do something for me. If I have a plan, like when I told people I was going to launch a podcast, people probably was like, this girl know what the hell she doing. She ain't probably gonna do that shit. What have you? Because I really didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Like I told y'all before, I had to learn this shit from scratch. I had to really sit down and teach myself the ins and out from beginning to where we are now. And I'm still learning. But it's something that I said I was going to do. And if I fix my mouth to say that, I'm going to make sure it fucking happens. Because I'm very intentional with the words that I use. I'm very intentional with my actions. I'm very intentional with my thoughts. Because I told you, all of it is energy. And you have the power to create your reality. So I'm very, very careful with what I say. But I know for me, a form of discipline, when I say I'm going to do something outwardly to other people, I'm doing that to hold myself accountable. I'm doing that so I can't get scared. I won't allow fear to hold me back and be like, child, this shit is too hard. I can't fucking do it. So let me just go ahead and not say that shit. And that's why a lot of you are afraid to speak up and tell people shit. Now, understand this. I get it. You can't share your plan and, the things that you want to accomplish with the wrong fucking people and the wrong goddamn crowd, because yes, the it that them always are it not stop. So I understand that part. But the ones who are supportive, the ones who want to see you win and not fail, those are the people that I'm talking about, because they will hold you accountable. And with them holding you accountable, it makes you hold yourself accountable, because you spoke it into existence and you made it happen. You took it from a thought to an action. And that action turned into a blessing. And that blessing turned into some guap. And that guap turned into a lifestyle. You see where I'm going with this? So be very intentional. Very, very intentional. Let me give y'all another example. Because I like the examples. When I was a child, my father was very, very strict. My parents, both of them, were very, very strict when it came to schoolwork and, getting good grades and just making sure you're setting up your future. So, A's and B's is what they would allow, maybe 1 C. But you damn near got a licking and a damn lecture if you did get bad grades. And so for me, I used to kill myself. For honor roll. When I got to college, it was just like, I was obsessed with being on the president's list, the dean's list, like really, and I graduated with honors. But the fucked up part is, what's really ironic is that society tells you to go and pursue and further your education and make sure you pursue a good major so that that major will produce money, and that money will ultimately help you pay off these motherfucking student loans along with the bills, when in all actuality, the student loan payments be fucking ridiculous. So you want me to have my lights off because, you want me to pay this goddamn shit? Nah, dog. I feel like once you make it, they need to go ahead and forgive that. Because how many people really made it with you? How many people really stayed and, finished out their degree and made it to graduation? Look at your orientation groups. Some of you are still in college. The motherfuckers that was on that roster, maybe half of them are gone by the time it comes when you get through to your 4 years. But I said it to say, they tell you to keep pursuing and pursuing and pursuing. So I was very, very studious. I was always looking to see, okay, what classes can I take? What certificates can I get? And it started to lose its value to me. Although I was good at it and I was doing it, it lost its value. And so much so when I moved to Atlanta, part of the reason I came here is because, of course, it was a good position for my career, but also the university that I worked for, I would get tuition reimbursement. So I said, all right, I'm going to pursue my master's because society tell you keep climbing up the ranks. How about your girl found a school, did her research that was going to offer the classes and the degree that I was interested in, which was going to be in sociology. And I wrote my paper. You had to write a 5-page acceptance paper with strategic ass questions. And they really wanted it in a story format. You had to get recommendation letters. It was a bunch of shit that you had to do. Those, that's in school or know people in school, you know a little bit about this process that I'm discussing. Why your girl get all the way to the end? I did everything, all to decide that I changed my mind. Because as I started to make, headway with my mission and tie that into an actual tangible job that I could do to really practice my ministry, I had to realize what I was chasing in school and, with this new degree, I already possessed it. I already had it inside of me. So I looked in the wrong direction thinking I had to acquire all of these degrees to feel whole and to feel accomplished and to feel like what I truly want to do, which is to minister to people about overcoming their adversities and trauma. My life experiences was enough motherfucking school to pave the way for others and for myself. So it was no longer a necessity for me. And anybody who really knew me on a personal level knew how much I loved school, knew how much if I could have gone and gotten every goddamn degree, your girl would have. But I'm glad that I didn't, because even the degrees and the certificates and the honors that I have did not give me any type of outlook or prepare me for what I truly want to do and what my heart is crying out for and what my heart will smile from. It didn't do it. Like, and I'm here to tell y'all asses, it didn't do it. Yes. The only things that I can say was that I was able to demand my salaries at positions and, places of employment that I worked. And I'm able to, tie in some of my schooling with everyday practices, but was it required for me to do the job that I'm doing? No, it wasn't. Was it required for me to minister and really try to help people overcome these fucking adversities? No, it did not. It really fucking didn't. And I had to put that out there. So I wanted you to know, when you find that balance, things that you are already doing may cease. That shit gonna be gone. Because you're going to realize you don't need it. It doesn't serve you. It wasn't really your original thought from the first place. It was something that was planted, and not planted from a malicious outlook like from my parents. My parents wanted me to grind. My parents wanted me to have a better life than they did. So I understood their role. But the system that we all believed in is a crock of shit. And it is really a damn game. It's a game, and it's a damn ploy to get people money. It's a ploy to further control you. It's a ploy to make sure that you feel like you ain't shit if you didn't go and do this. And even understand, it's not even about the things that you can achieve. and the things that you can obtain. It's about what you have in your heart. What is your soul wanting, regardless if that requires school or if it doesn't. Just do what your heart wants you to do. Do what your soul wants. And do what the fuck is a part of your damn mission. Soul Tribe, don't let anyone take away your gut feeling and your understanding of who you are. If you allow any old damn body to tell you who you are and how to live your life, you can fucking forget feeling the beauty of happiness. You can forget the goals you set out for yourself because your ass is too busy out here living for everybody else. In Ayala's book, Trust, I'm also a nerd when it comes to these books, child. Like, I can dog books in hours. But in this book entitled Trust, she said something that instantly clicked for me. People do not have issues trusting others. The bigger problem is that people do not trust themselves. And it really made a lot of fucking sense to me because you hold the power in deciding how you want to show up in the world and react to others and their adverse actions. Stand up for yourself, your intuition, and the things you don't want any fucking part in because it's all something that has been planted. It's all a seed that has been planted. It's not really actually what you want. So start really looking at it because what I'm doing is looking back at when did these damn thoughts become mine? When did I come up with this? Do I have an instance? Do I have a story? Is there an experience that I went through? Because if you don't have one that showed you were the owner of that, chances are it was a seed that was planted in your head. And you just been going with it because, we're creatures of habit. Start asking yourself, what actions, not what things, make you happy, give you joy, make you smile, make you feel valued and solid. For me, I'm going deep into ancestral culture. I'm diving into my background and birth origin because a lot of our views and outlooks and habits have been taught. What does your family struggle with? What's in your family line? These are the things people never want to touch on. I want to do things smarter, better, and I want to pay attention to the trends of the things I want to break. These fucking generational curses I want to break. I'm not interested on who fault it is. I'm not interested really on how fucking far back it goes. I'm interested in either asking myself, is it something you can get with or is it not? It's that simple for me because I'm shifting and shedding more and more of my ego. I'm struggling with knowing where I come from and I don't like unanswered questions. And there's a lot. So a lot of things I just feel and in my gut and my soul, I need to start doing some research because my heart and my soul is not going to be able to put it to rest if I don't. So I need to do that. For a long time, up until now, I have a lot of moments of feeling alone because I say it all the time. A lot of people don't understand me or get me. And it's okay. Like, I've dealt with that. But me looking into my ancestral culture will allow me to be happy, give me a sense of peace because my spiritual journey and practice is personal for me. This is not something that's a job. Like it's a lifestyle. It's very, very personal to me. And in doing so, it gives me clearness on myself, my thoughts, my vision. It can pave the way for my soul tribe. But whether it's one person supporting me or a million, I'm not going to stop because this shit is not for show or for fucking play. It's my purpose. And I'm sticking to the higher ups plan. This journey is the one area of my life. It's really important to me because this journey, this spiritual journey that I am on is the one area of my life I was able to choose on my own without influences, without society's systematic program. And it's unique and personal to each person on a spiritual journey. One spiritual journey does not look like the next. There is no wrong or right way, as long as it's your way. It makes you smile, heal, and grow. Okay? I'm learning how to accept all these areas unknown to me, but it's a part of my life and my mission. I'm easing myself into furthering my manifestation and will patiently wait for these damn blessings because they are on the fucking way. I forgive myself for judgments and thoughts and correct them right away in my head so I can be clear on the intentions I'm setting because what you speak, you will create. Be very mindful, y'all. Be very mindful. Be very intentional. Be forgiving. Be patient. Get still and on purpose. so that you can get clear on where you are and where you stand, what you do and the things you say. Don't forget, do not fucking forget this. Your balance is not a one-time thing. It's not all right, I did this work now I can go ahead and be great. No, it ain't that simple. It's a muscle. You need to develop it and actively strengthen it. So don't be tripping when the untipped balance scale is knocking on your fucking forehead for an adjustment. It's time for you to adjust. If you've been doing your work, then you should not be running from any fucking thing. Instead, you should now be shifting your mind to the ultimate goal that will tie everything together for you in your life. That is what I am revisiting. I know my end goal. I have to map out the necessary steps required to obtain it, and that's going to hold me accountable. My old average is no longer fucking acceptable. It's no longer valid, and it's not going to get me to where I need to go in this next stage. So it's time to get fucking flexible and uncomfortable. And uncomfortable it has fucking been. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to hold you guys. It's very exhausting, but just surrender. Through it all, just surrender. Surrender and heal. Figure out what you need to shed, because what you're shedding means that it's not going to serve you in that next stage of your life and that next level of your life. It's not going to help you. So why are you going to hold on to it and have extra fucking baggage that's not going to be used, needed, or valued? Don't fucking do it. Unpack that shit and leave it. Burn it. Do whatever the fuck you gotta do. Give it to somebody else, but it's no longer yours. So with me saying this, I really wanted to announce to you guys on this 10th episode that I will be taking a 3-week break to further ground myself. I need it, y'all. It's time. And it's a lot of things that I am working on behind the scenes, and I can't do that with a cluttered mind. I can't do that when I have so many high peak times in other areas of my life and so much going on that I can't control those things because it's a part of my, my bread and my butter and my lifestyle. However, I can slow down when it comes to making sure that I'm honoring my self-care. And that is what I'm doing. I have a small trip coming up with me and Bae for her birthday. It's on the 12th. And then I'm going to Philly for my dad's 50th party. But when I return, I'm going into overdrive because I can feel my ego trying to hold on and attack my fucking plan and my awakening. And no, we're not going to do that. So I have to sit still. I have to sit still because my ego wants control and it can't have it. So I'm shifting. I know and feel that I'm guided. So it's time for hibernation. I refuse to bypass my emotions, and I want to dedicate the necessary time it needs for whatever may come up. Everything will reveal itself. I have learned in this journey that I don't need to know every single thing or detail. And I felt like I had to know every fucking thing, yo. Like your girl struggled with that. But now I'm good. I don't need to know every detail or every single thing that's meant for me, but I don't understand because I told you, our minds, our body can't catch up with our soul. Our soul is way the fuck advanced past this damn universe. And because of that, I don't need to know the details because I know I'm safe. I know I'm okay. And I know what I need to know to feel whole and feel good. So we good. I trust them. I trust the universe. I trust the higher ups because everything is already in me. I just need to get to know what the fuck it is because some things I still don't know. I'm sharing this because I have nothing to lose but everything to gain. And if you're looking to me for guidance, understand that I'm somebody who can't be dishonest. I'm somebody who can't, I'm no longer faking it to the fuck I make it. I'm not doing that. If I'm off, I'm gonna tell y'all asses I'm off. If I need a break, I'm gonna tell y'all asses I need a break. I told you, taking a pause is cool. Stopping is a no-go unless it's no longer serving you. And this serves me very well. It's therapy for me and it holds me accountable because I will never give someone advice that I won't take myself. And in that, this holds me accountable. So it's time for me, y'all, to move my target of my goal and rewrite the steps needed for me to reach my new goals. Do not wish me luck. Instead, keep me in your prayers. But know your girl got this. What I do know and what I do understand is that I'm not sad. I'm just shifting. And I can live with it. So thank you guys for tuning in to episode 10. I am still, going back and forth with some ideas on what I want my next 10 episodes to be on. I'm not going to give away the details, but I'ma really go deep, y'all. I'ma go deep because it's time. I may do a question theme for the next 10 episodes, or I might do a hybrid of questions and something else. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna get still and I'll figure it out, and I will see you guys in 3 weeks. Don't miss me too much. That's it for this episode, y'all. As always, thank you for tuning in to Sim's Vessel Podcast. I really appreciate the love and support. I pray you were able to take away something from this episode or pass it along to somebody in need. Remember, a seed can't grow unless you water it. So get your ass up and bless up. I love y'all. Later.